Hey, what is up, guys? It is your boy Speed here, and today we're back with part 2, the second month of the Evolutions Market Update. What we'll be doing here is I got this nice little spreadsheet. It's not too fancy. I'm not an aesthetic guy. If you've been watching this channel, you'll know that. I'm really not an aesthetic person. I'm not like editing and blah, blah, blah. It's just not for me at the moment. But what we're going to be doing is going over a lot of the main chase cards within the set evolution, the $1,000 booster box, and looking at the card prices in a PSA 10 and a PSA 9. And basically what I want to do for the next year or so is track these prices. I want to pay very close attention to these PSA prices, see what is going up, what is going down, and what it means for the market. And yeah, let's hop into it. So quick refresher on the last month. I covered the only card I didn't do in a PSA 10 that I think I'm going to do this month, which I sort of regret not doing last month, is the Holo Charizard, number 11 of the set, the regular Holo, the base set reprint. I did not do it in a 10 because usually when you grade it, you get it in a 9. So I'll do this card in a 10 and a 9 for this video. And then we got some of the other Charizards, the Full Art Blastoise, Full Art Venusaur, Surfing Pikachu, Reverse Charmander, a little bit of diversification in terms of the cards that we'll be looking at. So if you're excited for this video, it really just helped me a lot if you guys could press the like button and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the month, end of the year. End of the month, that would be crazy. By the end of the month. And for every 1,000 subscribers that I get, I'm going to do a giveaway that is going to be only for the subscribers of this YouTube channel. So no one else will get to take part of it. It's only for you guys. But all right, let's get into the video. First off, let's get into the Holo Charizard. We're going to be using 130point.com. If you are new to the channel and you haven't seen me use this website, you have to use it. eBay sold listings are fine. They're okay. But often they'll say like, oh, this card sold for $250. But the problem with that is it will say it sold for $250, but it will say best offer accepted below, and you won't actually know what it sold for. But this website, 130point.com /sales, it does tell you, right? You can see even if something's slashed off, it will tell you what it sold for. Sometimes it's weird, and you can't fully trust this either, and I'll talk about that a bit. But yeah, this website is fantastic. So let's get into it. First off, the Evolutions Charizard in a PSA 10 is what I want to cover. I did put in the number, but at the end of the day, you know, it's still going to pull up a lot of the reverse holos just because it is, when I type in holo, it's going to pop up nonetheless. So here is one. This is one of the major sales we want to look at. The PSA 10, 48 bids. This is definitely, wait, actually, can I check who bid on it? Awesome. This is great. So you can see definitely, okay, not definitely. I can't say definitely, but most likely legit. Someone with 676 ratings on eBay, so a very trusted seller, someone with a good score, bought this card for $4,272, which is a very impressive price. Now, you might be wondering, what do I think about this? I actually think it's totally legit. The fact that this card has like less than 200 when this card has been graded over 6,000 times or something like that. I don't have the exact numbers, but it's basically that ratio. That's very close, is impressive. Now, another one that caught my attention is right here. Now, as I said, sometimes these sketch me out a little bit when it says the sale price was 2,000 and best offer accepted was 2,000. I don't know why. Like, I don't really get why that happens. I'm not sure, but I think this is legit. The reason why I say that is it's a 9.5 Evolutions Charizard CGC. And if you guys know anything about CGC, the 9.5s have been known to translate to PSA 10s. And so, if you can get a 9.5 in a CGC grade, they're very harsh, and you can translate it, you can regrade it with PSA for, well, I guess now Express is 150, but you can do it economy as well. And you can regrade it and potentially make a couple $1,000s if you're lucky enough to get that PSA 10, which has seemingly believed to be the case where you could do that. So there's that. But yeah, as you can see, it's very hard to find the PSA 10 sales of this card. The reverse holo will be much easier. Here's another one. See, this is why you got to be careful. One of these in 9.5 sold for 1,000. So that's why I'm a little bit sketched out when I see these like 2000s and when it's the same. I don't like that. It's something I don't know exactly if it's true or not. So I'd be a bit more careful. This seems a lot more legitimate to me, where it's an actual offer, it's an actual sale that someone took an offer on, $1,000, which, by the way, congrats to whoever got this graded. $1,000 for a raw card that's worth 150 is pretty damn impressive. So congrats to him. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to find another one. Okay, here we go. Boom. Jinx. $5,000. Probably legit. Probably legit. It is a bit weird sometimes when it gets jacked up, but looks like, yeah, it looks like last second there was 2 bids of 5,000 and this guy happened to take it. I don't know how that works, but all right, this guy snagged it, and yeah, he's got a decent amount of reviews. The whole bidding process, you know, you never know for sure. You never know for sure, but it looks about right. So I'm going to go in between. I'm going to say that the PSA 10 is about 4,600. I'm not going to have the exact stats. I don't have everything pulled up. Hopefully in the future, I'll learn from other people how to get like the exact graph of cards. And there are some websites, like I think Pika's stocks is like decent, but like this website's kind of okay, but it's not always exactly accurate. I'll do this in another video. I'll probably cover this website in another video. It's okay. I don't think it's the best, but it's okay. But all right, let's get into the PSA 9 version of this card, which is a lot more realistic. I'm sure a lot more of you guys have this card, but I think the 10 is a very cool card to track because it's just such like it's going to be such a staple in community. I really do believe that. People are like, it's evolutions, it's evolutions. But man, there's so little of that card, and it's such a desirable card at the moment. So, all right, here we go. $310, PSA 9, 305, 290, 335. Okay, so that's the reverse. You got to be careful. 350, 380. Really? This person got a good deal. The seller, that is. You can see the CGC 9 goes for a lot less, only $200, but it's CGC after all. Not that CGC is bad, but it's just not PSA. But okay, so I think my estimate here is about $310, which I had it last month. I don't know if this is an actual drop or not, or just me, you know, it could just be, it's not the biggest sample size, which is why be careful about these numbers. If they go down 10, $15, it's really nothing to panic about. It could just be the month, the demand, for that month just might coincidentally be lower just based on who's looking for the cards. But all right, technically a small drop. Let's move on to the reverse holo. We already have it sort of pulled up here, but I'll delete the number 11 and I'll put in reverse. All right, here we go. So 269, I think that makes a bit of sense. So also I have some good perspective here. I sold mine for 260 very recently. Just shipped that out. By the way, thanks to everyone who made an offer. I sold a bunch of cards to people, part of the YouTube channel, which is awesome. So thank you so much. I do still have a couple cards listed, and I'll try to remember to put my eBay link. I don't have it as like a default yet. Like on YouTube, when you're putting it in, you can set default links. That's besides the point. But all right, let's get into this. So 269. You'll see a couple of drops though, like here, you know, 227. That's why when you're selling PSA cards, generally for your higher ticket cards, I wouldn't recommend putting them on auction unless you have a way to hype them up or it's PWCC auction. Other than that, I don't think it's like the best idea. But okay, $200. This is today, so these are, dude, these things are sold like crazy. 135. Oh, that is terrible. What? That is awful. 225, 212. CGC 9 go for 195. Wow, that's really high for a CGC 9 reverse. That's really high. All right, I might have to submit mine to CGC. I got 60 of these right now raw. I'm not sure what I want to do with them yet. Probably not PSA with the current prices. It's just insane. But okay, 280. There we go. Like, it's crazy, dude. The prices fluctuate so much, which is why, and I said this in my last video about selling PSA cards. Have patience. You know, try to play the patience game. Try not to like spend too much money where you have to panic sell cards, you know. Be within your means. Don't, like, when you're investing in and flipping Pokemon cards, this is mostly flipping, I guess we're sort of talking about. But, you know, just don't put yourself in a position where you gotta sell the cards quickly. I'm not gonna make that mistake again in the future because you're gonna lose $50 on a card, $80 on a card. It's a lot of money, you know. It's a lot of money for most of us. So you got to be careful. But 285, 290, you know, like pretty good. 230. The thing is, this card is really over. Look, you know, these are some of these are bid actually. No, okay, these are bid, which is really weird. It's really weird. But 237, 195. All right, I think this card stayed about the same as the last month. What did I have it at? Oh, I actually did the PSA 10. Okay, I remember. I did the PSA 10s for these, which actually has went up. I'm going to put it here, though, nonetheless, just so we can track it. The 9 was about what? Really hard to get an average, but I'll say about $250. Just because it had some higher. Maybe 240 is a bit more reasonable. You guys get the point. All right, let's get into the 10. So the 10 is really what impressed me. So I haven't really looked at anything. I don't do like prep for these videos because the video is the prep. It's fun. I find it fun at least, but the 10 was really impressive. Like some of the numbers you'll see here, really high. So for the last month, we have 880, right? 880, and you'll see here, okay, it seems to be about that, right? But there were some that were much higher than that, and which is a bit weird, but you can see 921, 870, which is about the range of 880. But then this one was really weird. Why so high? Ooh. All right, it ended. I mean, to be fair, people with reviews brought it up to here. So just because someone with no reviews ended it doesn't. Well, maybe that was intentional. Very weird. To be fair, it's Canadian. Yeah. But weird. The whole thing is in Canadian. Canadian dollars or whatever you call them. What's the currency in Canada? It's not dollars. Like I don't know what it is. Am I stupid? I probably sound really stupid now. But okay. Let's find a more reasonable comp. So this is apparently the actual price sold. This has 2 cards in it, so let's not look at that. But then another one. This looks like the same one. Is this No, this is AU. So it's really weird, but a lot of the time when the cards sell internationally or they're part of like an international bid, they go for a lot of money. And the reason for this is because international buyers have very little supply. They have very little limited options because they can't even really grade their cards. It's very hard. You have to use a middleman. A lot of people are uncomfortable with that, and it takes longer, and often it's even more expensive. And so people are on that note, they're willing to pay more for these cards. So I think this is probably legit. It's just one of those sales. But all right, let's look for a couple more. 1,300, best offer accepted. 900. So the thing is, it's really weird all over the place, which is kind of concerning, right? It's kind of concerning because it's like, how do you know? Is this another international sale? Oh, it's a private listing? What? Anyone know why they can do this? Why is this even allowed? It's so weird. Private listing. I don't like that at all. But this is a card to keep in mind. Very good PSA 10 prices. And I'll quickly show you guys the pop reports. Don't worry. I'm going to go faster on the rest of the cards. These are just like the main 2 cards of the set. So I like to spend a bit of extra time on them. But you'll see for this card, it doesn't actually have like... I should have typed in a different... Charizard reverse foil. So it's actually saying, this website's saying the 10's about $830. And this website's okay. But you can see it has a decent amount of 10s, So this is a card where if you do get it graded, yes, you're more likely to get a 9 or an 8. Even an 8, yeah. Which is why these cards are so risky. And this right here, and this is why you guys got to study up on the market to really understand these prices. You might be like, why is a 10 so much money? Why is it $1,000? Like, the raw card, keep in mind, the raw is about $70, right? Even near mints, like even a pack fresh is about $70. And so why is a 10 $1,000, right? It seems kind of crazy. Well, the 10 is so hard to get. You're only going to get it, if I'm not mistaken, this is about, 20% of the time, 15% of the time. And when you get one of these, you don't necessarily lose your money. On an 8, you definitely will lose money unless you bulk graded it. Or you got the card packed fresh and you happen to get lucky. But this is why the 10 is worth so much money. A lot of cards, modern cards, if we cover something like a Champion's Path Charizard, have much more 10s than they do 9s. These evolution cards, far from that. The print quality is very low. But alright, let's close that up. Let's close a few of these tabs. Yeah, I was watching some Joe Rogan earlier. It's just like a highlight clip. Oh, am I going to get banned for putting this up? I don't think so. But alright, let's close up these bids and move on to our next set of cards. I'm going to say, I think it's up a little bit, but honestly, it's hard to tell. I'm going to say it's up a bit, but we'll definitely check back in last month, see if those international bids are just kind of making the price seem a little bit jacked up, because to be fair, the recent sales of 920 and 870 probably mean I should put the card more around 950 for US sales, but alright, we'll leave it at that for now. Next up, we have the full art PSA Evolutions full art, not reverse holo, Charizard. And let's take a look. So this is the one, yeah, so it's this one if I'm not mistaken. I'm not doing this wrong, right? Yeah, full art Mega Charizard. Okay. This card is very impressive, by the way. It's a very impressive card. The 10, $400, 336. Okay, so this is a bit of a weird one. As I said, I don't like these. 336, 285, 255. Okay, this card's very up and down. Wow, 351, 300. That's the crazy thing about this, you know. Gotta have good timing, which is why you're better off just not doing auction. But people need the money. 265. So it's seemingly about a $300 card. All right. About a $300 card. Curious to see what I put it at last month. 270? Okay. I can see why I would... you could argue that I could put 270, but, you know, to be fair, the lowest auction here, the lowest was like about 270, right? Okay. There's one for about 255, right? So, to be fair, but, you know, there's a lot. 330, 285, 251, 300, which all seem to be legit. I don't... Seemingly no problems there. 310. So I would say this card probably went up a little bit. Which makes sense to me. It's a beautiful card. 410. All right. Pretty impressive. Pretty impressive. I'll eventually fill in the PSA 9s at some point. Well, I don't know. Let me know if you want me to do the PSA 9s and make the videos longer. Because these videos in general are like really long. The last one was like 30 minutes. How long is this one currently? 16 minutes? What's up, guys? 16 minutes. So, yeah. I mean, the videos tend to be a bit longer. But like, I don't know. I think people enjoy them. I think people enjoy them. I hope you guys enjoy them. I hope you're enjoying. Let me know if you enjoy it in the comment section down below. Say, Speed, this is the greatest. All right. So this is the Mega Charizard EX. What did I put this card at last time? 210. All right. Let's see what we got. Oh, it's frozen. Unfrozen. Here we go. 50. It's about a $50 raw card. So $50, $40 raw card. Which is crazy, man. Guys, this card used to be like $17. Just for some perspective, not too long ago. Ridiculous. 210. I mean, 220. Okay, it's going to get mixed in with this card just because it's also called the Mega Charizard, but we'll be careful. 250. Okay. 200. So, yeah, it looks like it's probably about the same. Maybe up a little bit. 230. Let's find a couple more. 270, but once again, don't love those. 250. Okay. These are all right. 225. I'm going to say it's up a little bit. They seem to be up a little bit, which honestly doesn't surprise me. I always felt like, I did feel like maybe the 10s were a bit lower than they should be with evolutions. So, okay, I'm gonna say it's up a little bit. I'm going to say in general the 10s have been up. On top of that, I think the Holo Charizard has actually been going quite a bit up. It's going for about 3,500 not too long ago. Even this month, I could fill it in. It's going for about 3,500. It's up for sure. This is a card that's up. And I don't, like, this is the main card you want. If you want a card from Evolutions, it's the 10 in the Holo Charizard. Absolutely, that's the card you want. But okay, then we finally have the Charizard EX. Not Mega, not Full Art. Just your basic. Sorry, I have this terrible nose itch right now. But not Mega, not Full Art. $200. Okay, let's find some more examples. Be careful. 195? Oh, okay. What was this card last time? 140. Yeah, this card was 140. Wow, has it gone up? Is it just consistently selling at this 200 range now? Ugh, I'm gonna have to filter. Oh, I can put the number in. Yeah, this is how I should do it. Charizard. You guys are probably, a lot of you are probably yelling at me like, Speed, put in the number, put in the number. I always forget to do that. There we go, there we go. Hey, I'm learning, woo. $200. Okay, 200, 200, 200, 180, 200, 200. Whoa, what? A 9.5 CGC for 51? That seems low. I feel like that's a snipe. A CGC 9.5 for a fourth of the price of a 10? I mean, I know it's PSA and I know it's a 10. It's different, but I don't know. That seems kind of whack to me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it seems to be about a $200 card now. I mean, it's definitely a spike, for sure. Yeah, all right. I mean, this is a lot of comps. Like, that's a solid amount of comps at about the $200 range, which is a big up here. I could even probably put these sideways to compare them at some point, like put the percentage difference for what I put, but in general, things seem to be on the up. Absolutely. Not by a lot, not by anything crazy, but all right. Pretty cool. Full art Blastoise. Let's pull that one up. That one should be easy to get. Full art Blastoise. This card, what do we have it at? We had it at $210. Oh, is my camera blocking the prices? Oh no, I'm gonna move myself real quick. Was I blocking it the whole time? I hope not, guys. I think I had it scrolled down, so it shouldn't be too bad, but why do I always do that? All right. Okay. Mega Blastoise EX 200. What else do we got? This is a card, like, I love these cards, by the way. I think the Mega Blastoise full art and the Mega Venusaur full art are really nice cards. Like, just the way they look, the way, if you guys have seen them in person, they look incredibly good, especially compared to, like, their EX counterparts, the non-full art. They look so much better. So I'm a huge fan of these. I really like these cards, even as an investment. And I don't like speculating. I don't like speculating on these PSA cards. I'm also not personally a big investor on modern PSA cards. I'm just not. They skeeve me out a little bit. I'm a little on the fence about them. I've said that in multiple videos now, but I just am. I don't think they'll crash. I don't think they're gonna go like down to zero. I'm not confident that they'll stay at where they are right now. I think they might drop in a year to 2 years. But we'll have to see. We'll see. I could be completely wrong about that. That's the thing, guys. I know it's like, oh, I'm giving like two different things. I'm just telling you what I'm guessing, all right? And I'm not a big guesser, but I'm not even trying to guess. What I'm trying to do is avoid guessing. I'm trying to put my money in things that are a lot more stable, which is sealed product. Sealed product constantly stands the test of time. It doesn't do great every time, but it very rarely falls, significantly below MSRP. And so if you can buy at MSRP and you can, hold out, I think you're chilling. You're in a much better spot than these PSA cards, which are very wishy-washy. These things are all over the place. But all right, 250, 217. Okay, it looks like it's staying about the same. Well, actually, no, not necessarily. 258, 250, 265, 235. Okay, 250, 250. I'm gonna say it's about 240. What was it last time? 210. It seems like everything has gone up by about like 5% or something like that. Except for the Charizard, that's up quite a bit more, like 20%, something like that. Pretty impressive. All right. The Venusaur. Oh, I spelled it wrong. I always spell this Pokemon wrong in general. What's the name? Venusaur. Yeah, okay. I remember like the last one of these videos, I like completely spelled it wrong like 8 times in a row or something like that. Okay, let's find the PSA 10. So, wow, Shining Fates Charizard. When was this? Today? That's crazy. PSA 10 Shining Fates Charizard today. Sold for only $1,000. Wow, that seems so low, so quick. And, like, I know this is the natural progression of these Charizards. This always happens, but 1,000? 1,000 seems pretty low. I just sold my 9 for $750. The 10 being only $250 more? I mean, you can see some other comps here. Also, I gotta find a way to... Why is it, like, bringing up all these other cards? Okay, this should fix it, right? Hopefully. I'll just type it in this way. 100 out of 108. All right. That should do the trick. Seems like not a lot are being sold. It's a much less popular card for sure. CGC 9 for $44. That's not bad. What is the raw card going for about? I was going to say about $10, $10-15. 13. 2. What? $2? Hello? That's either the greatest snipe of all time or just a mistake. But all right, hopefully we can find some. It seems like there's just not many of them, if any. Here we go, 150. That seems very low though. Another CGC 9 going for about $50. Still a good profit on that card. Good flip. I mean, to be fair, you have to be careful. It could get an 8 and you could lose money, so that's obviously the risk there. And you have to wait 4 months, 5 months to get your CGC cards back. But all right. Really? Where's all the cards? PSA 9 for 77. I mean, that's cool, but did I type something in wrong? I didn't spell it wrong. Did I spell it? I didn't spell it wrong. Venusaur. Don't tell me it's a U here. It's not. I know it. Oh my god, did I spell it wrong? Dude. Oh my god. Oh my god. I did that in the last video too. Oh my gosh. I'm so smart. I am so smart. I am so smart. Wow. My gosh. It's so funny because you can tell all those other people griefed it as well. That must be a common thing, spelling Venusaur. I'm just gonna Venusaur. I'm gonna start saying it like that so I remember. Alright. 250. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. 838, 183. 200, 200, 209. Okay, about 190-ish. 200 bucks maybe? Yeah, it seems like I'm going to leave it at the same. I think it's about the same. What did I have last time? 210? Yeah, it seems about the same. All right. These I'm really interested in. I'm particularly interested in the Surfing Pikachu. This card always fascinates me because literally when I was opening evolutions about 6 months ago, when I was just shredding booster boxes, like, God, the amount of evolutions I have at PSA, guys, you don't even want to know. It might be over 300 cards. And at CGC, it might be over 100 cards. Like, evolutions, I'm going to destroy the market single-handedly. But this card fascinates me. The reason why it fascinates me is raw. It's like a $3 card, $5 card. I think. Right? Curious to see some raw copies. Oh, maybe it's a $10 card now. This card has exploded, which is hilarious. It's like exploded. Just keep in mind, I was buying Surfing Pikachus for $1. Yeah, $1. I was buying them for $1, literally $1. And now they're 10 apparently, which is a 10x on my money. And by the way, I bought 10 of that. No, I bought like 11 of them. Funny enough, I put a lot of them in God packs. Like, I put a lot of them in God packs because I knew they were a cool card. And the 10s, even when they were $1 a card, the 10 was like 150, which made no sense at all. That makes no sense. It's just because the supply wasn't there and there's a lot of Pikachu collectors. But alright, here we go. This is Surfing Pikachu. Surfing Pikachu. 275. I don't know what this is. Oh, it's the secret rares? Oh, is this a full set of the 10s? That's pretty impressive. $1,000? Pretty good. 9.5 for 100 bucks. That's pretty decent, honestly. It still isn't 9.5 CGC, but pretty decent. See if we can find more 10s. Looks like they're not selling too much. 200 bucks. 125. Oh my god, what a drop off. Yeah, so there's not a lot of them selling 250. I don't know if I caught that. 250. 150. All right. This card is all over the place. I don't know. They don't seem to go up on the market a lot. I'm curious. Here, let's take a quick look. Surfing Pikachu PSA 10. Let's see if there's any listed. Oh, okay. This is cool. So this is great. This gives us a pretty good benchmark. But yeah, it looks like people are not listing them for below $400. What is the lowest buy it now? 300. So the lowest buy it now is 300. Unless you want a GMA card. Yeah, buddy. I want a GMA PSA 10. I mean GMA 10. All right, so the lowest is like 300 bucks, right? I mean, that's not bad. And this is a good auction. So I mean, what did I have the card at last time? Like 150? 140? Wow. So if that's true, which I think it is, I mean, you could watch back the video to see. I'm gonna say this is at least a $220 card. I mean, you have to keep in mind comps are selling for a bit higher. This is $202 with 4 hours left. It's likely gonna get bid up to probably, I guess, at least 210. So all right, I'll put 210. I'll be a little bit more conservative, but that's very impressive to me. That's crazy. It's a $10 card. Makes no sense to me whatsoever how your money could 20x on a non-holo, relatively common secret rare. Yes, it's a secret rare, but it's not that hard to pull. To be fair, with the current prices of evolutions, I guess it's a bit more justified now, but I don't know. Kind of weird. But alright, we got 2 more cards left on the list. We got the Flying Pikachu. Let's take a look at that. I'm curious to see also, actually, I'm going to look at it first here, the Flying Pikachu. In the 10. All right. 250, 250. What else do we got? Oh, no. That's raw. And you do have to be careful to make sure it's actually the evolutions one, but I think I have it typed. Oh, no, I don't have it typed in, but these are the evolutions. It obviously says it, so. Oh, this isn't, though. See, this is the Flying Pikachu. It's not an evolutions, like, exclusive card. It was a promo card back in the day. Back in my day. But, okay. So, this card is a lot more cheap. But the Flying Pikachu, for some reason, has always been less valuable than Surfing. I don't know why. I literally have no clue why, but... Alright, yeah, let's see what they're selling for, though. 175, that's best offer accepted, though, bit weird. 305, what? Who bid on this? Private listing? What is that? What is that garbage? 200 bucks? Even that seems a bit high, but... Dude, what is all this private nonsense, man? I just want to see who's bidding on it. I want to see if you have any feedback. That's annoying. Alright, let's try to find some actual ones. 130. That seems mildly reasonable. 130. 88. Ooh, that's not what you like to see. That's in January, though, so... Oh, wait, I need to be careful. I might be taking comps. Ooh, I might have been doing that for the video. Okay, I'll be a little bit more careful in the future, guys, about where I'm... like, what month I'm taking stuff from, but... Yeah, there's literally... It's not finding any comps. From March. Let's see about eBay. That website takes from eBay, so I'd imagine the answer is no. March 3rd, 175. March 2nd, 108. Okay, so there. Okay. Why wasn't this one on the was it? Oh, it is. Okay, I just skipped over it. Why does it... Wait, but this says January 1st. Is that a bug? Oh, that must be a bug. Why is it saying January 1st? Yeah, okay, it's just a bug. No wonder why. I'm like, there's no way I was taking prices from January. Yeah, okay. Okay, the website messed up. I'm like, when was I taking price? That would have made no sense. All right. Forget what I was saying. I was careful. Like, my brain tricked me there. Well, the website tricked me there. All right. That's a March sale because it lines up with this one, obviously, which is the March 2nd sale. So, it's just a bug. All right. We're okay. 108 bucks, though. All right. I mean... It's funny, though, the cheapest is $250, which is why, you know, I would imagine if the cheapest listing is $250, it's probably about an $160 card or something like that. Let's see what I had it at. 110? I'm going to see it's a bit higher than that. I'm going to put it at 140, which I think is pretty reasonable. And last but not least, we have the Reverse Charmander. What do we got? What do we got? This card I'm a big fan of. I think it was a real sleeper in the set for a while. Original art, and it's a holo version of this card, and there's collectors for it. And yeah, there's holo variants of the Charmander in other sets. I think, for instance, like Stormfront has a holo. There's the Toys R Us holo Charmander. So there's a few. This isn't the first ever one. Then I think it would be even more expensive. But let's take a look. 125 for 10. Isn't that crazy? I wonder what the pop reports look like on this card. What do we got? What do we got? This website's... Oh, it's very little. So, obviously, not a lot of people have graded this card, but only 5310, so you're more likely to get a 9. But about a 30% chance to get a 10, which isn't too bad. Not too bad, considering this card raw. Let's quickly find one. I mean, this one sold for $1. I know it doesn't. It's not a dollar card. I think it's about a $10 card. $8. Yeah, it's about an $8 to $10 card, which is just insane. That's why PSA had to raise their prices. Like, I know people like hate to hear that, but it's like, it's just not smart. Even with the turnaround times being like a year, you can't have a system. This is why I don't see it as sustainable. I don't see this as sustainable. Even though it's a 10. And you're only going to get it 30% of the time. You could buy 10 of these Charmanders for $100. Get them graded for another $100 with the old bulk pricing. Spending about $200. Maybe $210, $220 after other fees and stuff. And then you get 110. Out of the 10, you get 110. And you've made your money back. How does that make sense? It just does. It's too easy. And I don't think it should be easy. And you might be like, oh, but you're putting in the work. I don't know. I don't think it's enough work to justify it. I don't think it's enough work to justify it. That's my take on it, at least. 175, so 157. Let's see a couple of other ones. Okay, that's yes, $500. Very good, very good. What are this? Magnemite? Who even graded these? You know what's funny is the person who graded these, either they did it as a meme express or they graded these a long time ago when no one else cared, and they just found like $100. There's no way an Electabuzz sold for $100. That's really funny. All right, let's find one more here. Man, these dates seem to be so bugged. December? Like what? Or really? Okay, maybe there actually is just that little comps. But the other one was definitely bugged. But all right, we have one here for $230. Let's check eBay because I don't really love. For some reason, it doesn't seem to be picking up on everything. $157. God, it's all best offer accepted. $157 PWCC. So this is January, obviously. Did I miss a month? Oh no. Okay, so I started this in February, I guess. But okay. So, where was I? Here we go. 157 in January. That's PWCC. Keep in mind when you sell through PWCC, you usually get a bit of a higher price. What did I have this card at? 150. All right. And this was in January. That was a while ago. That maybe is where I took the price from. So I'm gonna go to March, but I mean, it said this card sold for $230, but like, I don't know. Let's quickly check what people have it listed for. Let's check, just to give like get a feel for things. Oh, there's one up right now. All right, well, if anyone wants to comment on this video when this ends in 6 days, I'd love you for forever. All right. Wow, there's like none on the market. It's just this one? Oh, there's two? Is this the same? No, okay, so there's two. I kind of want to skip this, pick these up. I feel like the Holo Charizard might be like slightly underpriced. Not by a lot, but slightly. A 9 for $44. I have a lot of these, so what would be cool is when I get my CGC grades back and my PSA bulk, which is going to take months for the PSA, I mean almost a year for PSA, but only a few months for CGC, hopefully. I'll actually have a bunch of these and I'll tell you what they sell for. But that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait till I get my PSA and CGC guards back so I can start making videos on the returns and the whole process and selling and stuff. That's going to be a lot of fun. But all right, yeah, I mean, it's really hard to see. It's just such an unbrought up card, but yeah, we'll have to see when these end. I'll leave it a bit like I'll leave it at a bit of a question mark here. I'll say question mark 180. I do feel like it's gone up with that 230 sale, but whether or not that's real, we're on the fence. But all right, oh my God, how long was that? I don't mind pulling this, so I don't care that it greasy is. Oh, 38 minutes. All right, no one watched the full video. Nobody watched the full video. If you watched the full video, I don't know what to say, dude. Thank you so much. That's what I'll say to you. Thank you, and I guess I'm glad you I'm glad you enjoyed. You know, if you stayed to the end, I hope you enjoyed, and then learned some stuff. You know, at the end of the day, I feel like I'm hopefully teaching you guys on good ways to research prices and research cards, so that when you buy cards yourself or you decide to invest, you'll have like a good idea on even just collecting these cards. How do you get them at a good price for your collection? You'll have like a good way to know how to do that. So, all right, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, smash that like button, subscribe, comment something down below that you stayed to the end. You guys always know I heart those comments. I love those, and I appreciate your support more than you know. I really do. I honestly mean it. But all right, let's get into the next one, and I'm out. Peace.